Hi Aries, welcome to your mid-October 2019 general love reading. This is Mermaid Scales Tarot. Aries, I just want to say super quickly, I was doing a giveaway for the Casanova Tarot deck, which is what I'm going to be using during this reading. I've extended that to November 1st because I've been getting so many messages about late entries and everything like that. So as my gift to you guys, I'm giving out that deck. You guys are awesome, amazing. If you want to look to see how you can win that deck for yourself, go ahead and check the description box. So let's get into it. This is a general love reading for the Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs of Aries. This is not going to resonate with every single Aries. I can't read for every single Aries because the messages that are said during this reading are for those who need to hear them. If this doesn't resonate with you, Aries, I suggest checking your Rising, Moon, and Venus signs because depending on the planetary aspects in the sky, those signs may resonate with you more than your Sun sign at this time. Crosswatchers, you're very welcome here as well. Just keep in mind that I'm picking up on Crosswatcher and Aries energy. So, you know, if I'm saying a certain scenario and you feel like it should be reversed, like the roles are flipped, please feel free to flip the roles during this reading. This is an Aries reading, so I am making Aries the main subject of this reading. We all have divine masculine and feminine energies within us. So when I'm saying masculine or feminine, I'm referring to the energies, not the sex or the gender. If anything is sex or gender specific, I will let you know. Alright, Aries. So this is going to be a spread for whoever you're thinking of at this time, how they feel about you, what they think about you, what they like about you, what they don't, what they like about the relationship, what they don't, and their highest hopes and deepest fears for this relationship. So, you know, keep in mind that, again, roles can always be reversed. Let's get this started. Alright. Angels, spirits, and guides. How does this individual feel about Aries at this time? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. How does this person feel about Aries that they may not be communicating to Aries? Whether they're in contact with Aries, they're not in contact with Aries, anything they may be holding back or withholding. How does this person feel about Aries? Okay, come on. Okay, so for the fact it's taking so long for a card to come out, tells me a couple things. You may not be in communication with this person at this time. Ooh, but Aries. Okay, for some of you, you're not in, maybe someone ghosted you. Maybe you're just not in communication with them. Because in my mind's eye, I did see the Five of Pentacles while I was doing my prayer for you. But Aries, King of Cups. Others of you, maybe there's just a bit of a lack of something, a lack of, maybe they're just withholding a lot more of how they feel about you than what they're really communicating and saying. You could be dealing with a water sign, a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, but that doesn't have to be the case. They could just be having this King of Cups energy for you. Ooh. Wow. Okay, Aries, at the bottom of the deck we have the World. There's been some sort of an advancement here. Whether that's within you, Aries. I know we just had the Aries full moon, and I know for a lot of people that was a push for all of us, really, especially those with Aries Sun or Aries Moon placements, to really push us to pursue what we really want, our desires, our needs, no longer putting it on the back burner, no longer prioritizing other things for other people. It's all about what we want to accomplish at this time, and really making sure that whatever we're doing, we're manifesting it we're kind of putting ourselves as the first priority. And I feel like for some people, they may think, oh, you know, that's being selfish. Absolutely not. The Aries full moon is really telling us that we need to treat ourselves as much as we treat other people. And I think Aries, with this full moon here that has been coming in and giving us this sort of igniting within us this passion to go pursue it, I'm really seeing like a lot of you are really advancing yourself, or advancing this connection that the two of you have. If you guys were in no communication, there's a couple things I'm feeling from this. And this is not, again, not for every Aries, but for some of you, I'm almost feeling like some of you may be in long distance from each other. You may not live in the same area, let alone maybe for some of you the same country even. Some of you may come from very different backgrounds, like you were raised with a certain religion or a certain culture that's very different from this person you're involved with. If that's the case, and that's what's kind of making things a bit difficult at this time, I don't know why I'm feeling like something is a bit withholding. But with the world, I feel like it's really just going to come all out there. Something's going to be discussed, and something, once that's discussed, once that's put out there, whatever it is, that whoever's holding something back, and I really strongly feel its feelings. Almost as if, Aries, you have no idea how much this person really feels for you. I think you have like some inkling of like, okay, yeah, they wouldn't be, for some of you, coming in and out of my life all the time, or others of you, you know, texting me with, I'm getting like, I'm seeing like text messages that are asking like how you're doing, how your day is going, like, I miss you, when can we hang out next? So clearly very different groups that I'm picking up on here, but I see that they want the world with you, Aries, is what I'm really feeling from this. I'm almost feeling like they're at this time right now. Some of them may be like pursuing their masters, or they're, you know, they're going to graduate school, or even like starting college or finishing college. Like this is their last year at school or something like that. So, you know, you may feel like there's a bit of a disconnection from that because they're working so hard. They're really accomplishing what they need to accomplish so they can get ahead. And I really feel like, Aries, you're in those plans. You're in those plans to get ahead. You're in those plans to, you know, I'm almost hearing like build an empire with this person, and you may not even know. Others of you, I really feel like this person may, during this time, may want to address like, hey, I think we should go on a trip together, or, you know, we've never been traveling together. I think it would be a great idea. And you guys may get an invitation to travel, or you guys are in the works of traveling together somewhere. Whether that's just like another city or another country even. I'm just getting like excitement here, Aries. A lot of excitement. Let's kind of clarify the world. They just want to take this to a whole nother level. And for those of you where it's in like no communication, for those of you that are in no communication at this point, I almost feel like they're planning on coming back in your life. And I know some of you don't want to hear that. And again, you don't have to accept anything you don't want to accept. You could be dealing with a fixed sign, Leo, Taurus, Scorpio, or an Aquarius, but it doesn't have to be. But someone wants to, like, it's kind of cheesy, but I'm almost hearing like conquer the world with you, travel the world with you. But let's see, why is the world here? Why is the world here for Aries? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. I'm almost getting a sense, Aries, like they're afraid to say all the feelings they have for you in case there's like, in case it's almost like as if like, what if I like kind of freak Aries out a bit? Like, I don't want them to think I'm like falling too fast or having so many feelings within, I don't know why I'm hearing 6. Could be 6 months, could be 6 years for some of you. Others of you, something could have happened and started in June or on the 6th date. Yeah, Aries. like, they want to plan, even if the future is not very clear, even if it's a bit unknown, there's a fire within them. You could be dealing with a fire sign, another Aries, a Leo, or Sagittarius. Again, doesn't have to be, but they don't care if they can't see everything. What holds the future? Like, what if they take this chance of starting things with you, moving things forward, blossoming this new stage in the life? Because I feel like almost as if some of you, maybe you just got recently, like, they asked you for a committed relationship. They may have, you know, wanting to address something like taking things another level, or this is what they're really planning to bring about during this time, Aries. And there may be like a hazy past between the two of you for some. But through all that haze, through all that smoke, through all that doubt, fear, confusion, whatever their head may be telling them, their heart is saying, this is it. And I even feel like they're being guided in a way with that hawk in the air to go for it. What do you have to lose? You know, it's as if they're willing to take that chance to go through all this unknown. Almost as if, like, they may even be seeing synchronicities themselves, like 222. You, by the way, you guys have 2 5s on the board and 2 8s on the board. 5 5 8 8, and Ace of Wands is both here. I almost feel like, Aries, for some of you, this person may feel like they need to reach out soon to you because you may have already started talking to someone else, or finally being like, look, they keep on leaving me in the cold. I don't, you know, because I'm still seeing that 5 of Pentacles energy type of thing, like as if they've left you wondering, waiting for a while, to now where you're like, I'm kind of done waiting. I'm just going to pursue what I need to pursue. Some of you are taking your career farther. Some of you are taking a relationship with someone else farther, and this person's realizing that if they don't act soon, you're already going to start something with someone else or something else and leave them completely in the dust. So, how they feel about you, Aries, we have the King of Cups. This is someone who really wants a commitment here. Whether, I don't know why I'm getting this energy of like apprehension though. Almost as if I'm afraid, or they're afraid to really put everything out there in case of rejection, in case of fear. And that's why they're a bit like, you know, you see that their hands are a bit crossed, their legs are crossed. So it's as if they're not like blatantly, you know, writing you love poems, or showing you that they want to take you out all the time, and even say, going as far as saying, this is my girl, or this is my man, or whatever. But the cup is there. Even though they're not opening up, even though they're not discussing so much, I think they in some way feel like what they do right now is enough to show you that they have feelings for you. Almost as if I'm getting this energy from this person where it's like, I don't know if it's necessary to open up completely, because I feel like Aries knows that that cup is there for them. I'm also feeling too, Aries, I'm almost feeling like for some of you as well, that this King of Cups energy, it's as if they're too, what's the right way to put this? They're too afraid of getting hurt. They're too afraid of being vulnerable, because I feel like they've been hurt in the past. Whether that was something between you guys that happened, you know, whether that was something with someone else. I feel like, you know, looking at this mask, they're almost putting up a front for some of you, as if like, you know, I'm almost getting this energy too of someone who just opens up and then pulls away, and then opens up and then pulls away. But Aries, know this, if that's the case, it's because they're afraid of being hurt. But I'm really feeling strongly, Aries, if that was like the past thing of this in and out, up and down, left and right kind of crap, it's coming to an end. And I feel like finally, in their own way, they're going to tell you, like, I'm really feeling you. What do you want to do with this? Here's my cup. But I have some sort of feeling, Aries, you're going to be like, well, I need to see a bit more from you. I need to see a bit more consistency, loyalty. Again, whether that's you or the other person. But they feel like they're ready to give you their cup. What they think about you, they think about you a lot, Aries. With the Four of Coins, it's as if it's like, almost as if they always replay some of the best times they've had with you. You know, like that one date that everything was almost like perfect. Or that, definitely some sensual thoughts as well. Hair pulling? I don't know. I just saw hair pulling. I feel, Aries, that they think you're someone who can build a future. Some of you are financially all about the bag, you know, like counting your coins, making sure everything's good, your bills are paid. You're always the one to see the job well done, you know. And especially for the feminines I'm picking up on, it's as if you're always there to support whoever this is. I almost feel like you may be involved with someone that maybe was struggling a bit with finances, worried about, you know, something to do with their job, or maybe how they were making their money. They weren't happy enough with what they were doing. And you were there to always kind of give them like, look, you can do this. You're working hard, just keep at it and something will come of it. You were giving them that support. But for most of you, I'm really feeling like they see someone again that they can have a stable future with. You know, you're not, the energy I'm picking up on, they think you're not the one to go spending all your money, gambling it all away. You get your paycheck and then it's gone and you're going paycheck to paycheck. You want a stable future as well. Especially the masculines I'm picking up on. I almost feel like some of you guys are saving up for something. If you're in a couple, if you're coupled up, Aries, I feel like some of you are saving up to buy a new home or to move in together. To move, maybe, to like an area you've been like looking into, researching, and it's like an improvement from where you are, wherever it is right now you are in. Or just saving up. Some of you may be getting married, and if that's the case, congratulations. I'm almost feeling too, Aries, that if you haven't already, like within the recent past, I feel like someone may be saving up to buy you a gift, like an expensive gift. Whether that is a straight up ring, or if it's like, I don't know why I'm hearing a car. Oh my god, that's a gift. Or maybe that's like jewelry for some of you, watches. I don't know, saving up for some gift for some of you, okay, but not all. But they think you're someone that provides a lot of value too. And they don't, you know, big thing with the Four of Coins for me is someone that doesn't want to let go. Someone that doesn't want to, they hold value to what you two have. They hold value to the energy you put in, Aries, and the commitment and the structure. A lot of you, I almost feel like you could be like a Taurus, Aries, cusper, or have Earth somewhere in your chart. Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn, you could be dealing with that sign. But someone who's really grounded, really chill. I'm seeing like camouflage. I don't know if you wear camouflage or they do. They could be in the military, or you could. Yeah. What they like about you, Eight of Swords. So this is what I'm really getting. Some of you guys could be dealing with an air sign, a Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. And I feel like whoever this is, they just think and worry and overthink a lot to the point where it just almost gets them like stressed out. Like, I don't know, Aries, I'm almost getting like the scenario in my head where sometimes they call you guys, and you're the only ones that can kind of bring them back down to earth, or kind of have that energy of like, you know what, if that's the case, like say if it's like some scenario of, oh, I'm so worried, I've been late to work because I had to take care of this, that, and you're just like, well, you know what, if you were late to work, you were late to work. If you just describe, you know, why you were late, you should be fine. Like, you're the one that kind of brings, almost as if like, don't worry about a thing, every little thing's gonna be alright, that Bob Marley song, Three Little Birds, I believe it's called. You guys could be seeing birds a lot, like crows, or like ravens, doves for some of you, pigeons. But if that's not the case, it's like as if you just calm this person's mind when they're stressed out, when they're worried. You're just like, look, if it happens, it happens. And if it does happen, you can get through it. Like, you give them that encouragement. You give them that strength to just push through, to get past the worry, to get past the stress. Because, you know, in this position, it's what they like about you. And I'm almost feeling like, Aries, this is them in bed. Maybe some of you guys took care of this person when they were really sick, or they had like a serious diagnosis, and you were there for them through that all, or maybe their relative had some sort of illness or sickness, and you were there to help them cope and process, and even for some of you, grieve. You helped this person grieve a loss. But they recognize you, Aries, and they recognize your care. Let's go ahead and see why the Eight of Swords is here, for what they like about you. Some of you could have air in your chart as well. Why is the Eight? Oh, the Tower. Oh, and there's the Dove. I don't know. Some of you may have like a dove tattoo, or you have like a painting of a dove, or a picture of a dove, or something with a dove, or you've just been seeing them a lot lately. Yeah, something serious happened in this person's life, maybe. Maybe they lost their job. Maybe they got out of a really shitty relationship, like a karmic relationship. I'm almost feeling like something had happened where their ego was really shattered a bit. Their pride was involved somehow, and it just really made them feel shitty. But I almost feel like, Aries, you were that kind of hope in their life, their peace in their life, that when everything went to chaos, when everything was crumbling around them, you were there for support. You were there to give. You were there to listen. Really, like, I don't know if you guys have also been seeing the evil eye around. If you don't know what that is, Google it, the evil eye. For some of you, I do have to say this because it's coming up to me strongly. for some of you, the whole thing of them being afraid to like reach out to you again, or to come back in your life, is that maybe for some they chose someone else at a certain period of time, and then they realized that was a horrible mistake, and almost as if now they're afraid to reach back out to you because they don't know if you'll take them back. And that's for a very small amount of you, okay? If that resonates with you, it resonates. But something happened that was traumatic, sudden, and you were there for them, for most of you. Again, whether, I'm almost hearing like a car accident for some, even like someone's house could have been burnt or caught on fire. But you've been very supportive through it all, Aries. Whatever happened. Could be dealing with a Scorpio. Or to me, you know, the tower is very, I know it's not classically associated with Uranus, the planet that rules Aquarius, but to me you could be dealing with an Aquarius because that's totally a Uranus card. What they don't like about you, the Page of Wands, Ace of Wands. So, Aries, what I really feel from this is that either you're ready to like, almost as if I feel like they think you're ready to start something new elsewhere, or you're taking your passions outside of the connection that you two have. Whether that's like you're almost like you received an offer where you were offered to move, and maybe that's why I was getting that moving energy before, and they're afraid like if you do decide to move, it will be harder to have that relationship with you. Others of you, I almost feel like if this person doesn't show up soon, if they don't really describe how they feel about you, you're going to be ready to move on to the next. And they don't want, you know, to miss this opportunity. Again, there's a lot of love here. A lot of love and a lot of stability should they recognize what you can put forward in this Aries. But again, if they're going to keep you hanging for too long, you're already out the door. What they like about the connection. So yeah, the Queen of Cups. So first, can I point out here, we have the King and the Queen of Cups. This is definitely a soulmate connection. To me, this is someone that is definitely meant to be in your life. Whether that is for the long haul, someone you're going to end up marrying, having a family with, or if it is someone that's here in this lifetime because you guys have a soul contract with each other. But they like, again, strong water energy here. They like how much you give. Aries, your heart is a beautiful heart. You're caring, you're considerate, you're kind. And I feel almost as if like this is the side of you that a lot of people don't see, and it's not because you're like heartless or because you don't like to share your emotions with people. I mean, that could be for some of you, but I feel like it's because of how strongly you feel for each other. You're really willing to take care, provide, give, listen, nurture. By the way, Aries, they think about your body. I mean, they think your body's sexy. Okay? A lot of them, I don't know. Okay. I'm almost saying like sex in a specific chair. Whether that one time, and this is not for everyone, one time in that like I don't know why I'm saying like maybe an office chair, like an armchair. They think about that time a lot, or it's like a chair you guys specifically always have sex on, or that you choose to have sex on. I don't know. That's not for all of you. But it's how much, it's like how much feelings you really put into this, Aries, when the connection's on, when it's strong. They do find you very attractive, very beautiful, very handsome, in a unique way, too. Not like a, I don't know why I'm getting like, some of them just think your features are very unique, like whether you have a really pretty color of eyes or very pretty color skin tone. They find something very unique about you. Maybe some of you have like a beauty mark on your face somewhere. But they find you very uniquely beautiful or handsome, and they may have told you that before. And if they haven't, they definitely think that. Some of you could be the parent or like a baby mama or baby daddy to this person. So they see how much you take care of the kids or the child that you share. Again, that's not for everyone. So take what resonates. Interestingly enough, we have the 8 of Coins as what they don't like about their relationship. So again, I feel like some of you, almost as if they feel like your work life or career is taking away from them. Your job, maybe you work a lot of hours. They may feel like sometimes you put things aside to finish your job, to get like work done before you hang out with them. Others of you, I almost feel like it could be vice versa. Like you're telling them, hey, where have you been? Like I feel like we haven't talked that much, or you haven't been around as often, and they're just like, oh, well, I've been working really hard. And you're like, okay, well, I understand that, but there's also some time that needs to be put in the relationship. It takes 2 to tango. You know, and it's as if, almost as if they feel like, I don't know, I almost feel like for some of you, there was definitely some sort of ending that could have happened, and it could have been due to work, or it could have been due to them prioritizing other things in life over you. And you almost felt as if like, and they're recognizing this, you know, a lot of them are recognizing this. And they're feeling like, damn, you know, with all the, maybe I was working too hard, not putting Aries first when Aries was giving so much love. I almost feel like for some of you, this person kind of showed their love in a way where it was like buying you things. And although for some of you, you're like, yeah, it's always nice to receive things, but more importantly, I just want that love, that feeling, that spiritual connection that 2 people share when they truly have strong feelings for each other that money can't buy. And then they're kind of just like, well, what do you want from me then? Almost as if they don't know, or before meeting you, Aries, they didn't know how to really express their emotions or express their love that wasn't through material things. Or they were like very concerned about how their image, for some of you, I don't know why I'm getting this, like they really kind of put you in pressure of like looking a certain way or acting a certain way for appearances almost, and it was like as if why do we have to do that? Why can't we just be ourselves? Like someone really concerned with like looks and you know, positions of wealth or something like that. Again, not for everyone. So this is interesting. The highest hopes is the 5 of Cups. Aries, if you did end something with someone, there's no communication at this time, I'm really feeling like if there was an ending of any sort, they're really hoping that they've been through a lot of thinking and feeling regret, remorse for maybe taking what you guys had for granted, or for not putting enough into the connection where you felt you were equally loved, equally considered. And you know, maybe sometimes they left you out of their plans, like I'm gonna go hang out with the girls or the boys, and you're like, well, can I come? And they're like, well, it's kind of just for us type of thing. I don't know why I'm getting that for some of you. But whatever, you know, whatever's been happening, I think Aries, they kind of want to rise something new from that, begin something new, because I'm looking at these 2 cups right here, as if they're still feeling this strong emotional, spiritual connection with you. And I don't know why I'm getting for some of you, like you've been holding out on sex from them because they've been in the doghouse for some reason. Like, not until you apologize or not until you do this, you know, are we going to hook up again, period. And they're really hoping to, they really miss that passionate, fiery, sexual encounters that they had with you. But what I'm really feeling from the most is like they're really hoping to leave the past in the past so this connection can continue to grow in what they want it. Again, Aries, whether you know this or not, I'm really feeling like they want to start, they have big plans. They have big plans. And they don't want anything in the past of their bad behaviors. I do feel like they feel really guilty, really shameful for whatever happened in the past that may have put a distance between the 2 of you guys, or whatever the case is. They want to, I'm hearing, reconcile for some of you. Let's go ahead and clarify so I can get more information on other groups of you. Aries, or listen guys, why is the 5 of Cups in their highest hopes for Aries? The World. So I do read reversals, but because this is vice versa, this is already a reversal, so to read a reversal and reversal doesn't make sense to me. But again, we have the World card. And really what I'm seeing a difference from this side versus this side is really I'm seeing this thing of, you know, let's leave the past in the past. I want to look forward with you. I want to move ahead with you. I want to continue to grow this, celebrate what we have, and get it continuing, get it to really have it never end. Like, they don't want an ending, Aries. Some of you could be dealing with someone with red hair. You could have red hair. But it's almost as if they really see this connection as being destined. It's in the stars. And they see victory with you. So whatever this 5 of Cups energy is, they're hoping to come out of that. Whether they're feeling some regret or remorse for missing an opportunity with you, for taking you for granted, or for not doing enough. Like, I do feel like a lot of you are still connected to this person, but there's almost as if there was some sort of unequal, whether that's like time, energy, emotions. I almost get for some small amount of you, there was like some feelings of there wasn't, like you guys were having sex all the time and then all of a sudden sex kind of stopped and you're like, what's up? And they said it was stress from work or something, but it kind of always left you thinking, like, is there something else? Like, did I change? Do they have someone else? Some of you guys did tell this person, like, it's kind of complete. You know, it's done. I closed this chapter in my life. And it's almost as if they don't want to see that, Aries. They can't accept that almost. They're feeling guilty or remorseful for letting you go. Okay? Their worst fear is the 5 of Swords. What the worst thing they can think of from having of this connection. You know, fights, conflict, mental conflict. This thing of holding back but wanting you so badly. unsure of like, okay, do I reach out? Do I not reach out? And then, you know, when they try to reach out to you, they're afraid you're going to reject them. And then all they can think about is, how could they have let this opportunity pass by? Really, a lot of you, they like the way you smell. You have like a very sexy scent to you. I don't know if you wear a specific perfume all the time or a cologne all the time. I'm hearing cedarwood for some of you. I don't know why I heard that. Or like a musky type of smell. But it's like their worst fear is what I'm getting is that all they want is you, but they can't have you. And all they're left to think about you, think about how you're the only person that they want that is just out of reach. That the door was really sealed and nothing more can really be done and said. Alright, Aries. We're going to see what the likely outcome of this is in the extended reading over in Vimeo. So if you're interested in seeing the likely outcome of this situation and any advice in regards to mid to end of October 2019 for this love reading, go ahead and check out the description box. If you want to see how you can win the Casanova Tarot deck for yourself, the information's in the description box as well. But before we go... Before we go, I will pull out a card for you. This is going to be how this person feels about you, what they may be thinking about you at this time that they may not be communicating, and any energy that they have towards this connection. Spirit, how does this person feel about Aries? What is their energy towards Aries at this time? What do they think about this connection? Aries. Yeah, so we have retreat. Again, for some of you, they're definitely planning on like a trip with you. But I feel like there's this need to really talk to you, Aries. Like they really want to reach out and they don't want it to be public. They don't want it to be almost as if they're like, almost as if I feel like they want to like take you out to dinner and then just be like, look, can we go on a walk for a second, talk about this, and really make it just the two of you? I don't know if there's other people that have opinions about this connection between the two of you, like family members, friends that have something negative to say about it. They may have their reasons, I'm not saying they don't, but I almost feel like this person feels like they want to say what they have to say without any outside influence. Others of you, I almost feel like they're really, really wanting to say right here that although you guys may not be talking, although there may be a distance between the two of you, they still think about you all the time, and they think you as, or think of you as a significant person in their life, if not a soulmate connection. I'm saying that because these people are wearing like wedding attire, and they're like, really, a lot of you, Aries, they've thought of marrying you, having a family with you. They have big plans with you. And I feel like right here they're just kind of wanting to come out and say like those plans are still thought about. Alright, Aries, we're going to go ahead and take this to the extended reading. I hope you guys really enjoyed this reading. If you did, please comment, like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you next time, Aries. I love you guys. Take care.